Hey everyone, and welcome. So today let's talk about the dream of an African safari. We're going to peel back all those layers of cinematic fantasy to get to the incredible and honestly often really surprising reality of what it's like to be out in the wild.
You know that image we all have burned into our minds, right? It's powerful, it's romantic, and it's almost entirely shaped by these perfectly edited nature documentaries. That's the safari of our imagination, just jam-packed with drama and picture-perfect moments.
But here's the thing, is that what it's really like? Because while that dream is totally what gets us excited to go, the reality on the ground is, well, it's something different, something deeper. So let's separate the Hollywood version from the truly authentic experience. All right, first up, let's tackle the biggest misconception of them all. This idea that a safari is basically a non-stop action movie. We're about to uncover the true pace of the wild.
Yeah, you might be imagining these high-speed chases and epic predator showdowns around every single corner. The reality, it's much more of a slow burn. It's all about the quiet thrill of tracking, of listening, of just observing the natural rhythms of the bush. The real drama is in the patience, not the pace.
And you want to know a perfect example of this? Lions. The so-called king of the savannah can sleep for up to 20 hours a day. I mean, that's a huge reminder that wildlife operates on its own schedule. It's all about conserving energy, not putting on a show for us.
So here's the pro tip, right? You've got to shift your whole mindset. Learn to embrace the anticipation. The true reward isn't just seeing the big animal, it's the patient search that gets you there. Believe me, after hours of looking, just spotting the flick of a leopard's tail hidden in the grass, that can feel like the biggest win in the world.
Okay, so let's get into the physical reality of being out there. A safari isn't just about what you see. It's so much about what you feel. That morning chill, the afternoon sun, and oh yeah, the constant dust.
This one surprises almost everybody. You think Africa, you immediately think heat. But the reality of an early morning game drive is the total opposite. Before that sun comes up, it can be genuinely, and I mean actually, bone-chillingly cold.
And there's a simple reason for it. Your wake-up call is often around 5:30 in the morning because you want to catch the animals when they're most active. You're in a completely open vehicle, you're moving, and that creates a serious wind chill. Before sunrise, trust me, you'll be reaching for a blanket, not your sunscreen.
And then there's the ride itself. Yeah, forget about smooth pavement. Out here, you are on rugged, unpaved tracks. It's affectionately known as the African massage. And it's a bumpy, bouncy, and very, very dusty experience that's all part of the adventure.
So, being prepared is absolutely key. The best tip is to dress like an onion. Layer up with a fleece, a windbreaker, and then you just peel them off as the day heats up. A scarf or a buff is a total lifesaver against the dust, and you'll definitely want to keep your camera safe and tucked away in a protective bag. Okay, so you're dressed for success, you've finally found an incredible animal, and now you want that perfect photo. This brings us to a very modern safari problem: how to capture the moment.
We all expect our smartphones to be magic wands, but out here, they really hit their limits. You see that magnificent rhino standing 50 yards away? Well, on your phone screen, without a powerful optical zoom, it can honestly just look like a little gray rock. The scale of the landscape is just that immense.
So, what do? Well, you've basically got two fantastic options. If getting amazing photos is your top priority, you got to gear up. Bring a proper camera with a good zoom lens. But if not, the second option is, in my opinion, even better. Invest in a great pair of binoculars. Seeing the glint in a lion's eye for yourself is infinitely more rewarding than a blurry picture you'll never look at again.
Okay, so we've busted some myths about the nonstop action, the cozy comfort, the perfect phone photos, but now we get to the most important part: why the reality, with all its grit and its patience, is actually so much better than the fantasy. Let's discover the real magic of the bush. Just look at a few more ways reality wins. You expect to be posting live to social media, but the spotty Wi-Fi forces you into a welcome digital detox. You think you'll be sleeping in, but instead, you're up at 5 a.m., syncing your body to the rhythm of the wild. And you might arrive obsessed with ticking off the big five, but you'll probably leave totally in love with the incredible birds and tiny insects you never even thought to look for.
And that's because the true magic is something a camera can never, ever capture. It's what people call the peace of the bush. It's a full sensory experience, that unique smell of the first rain on dry earth, or the deep grunting sound of a hippo from a river you can't even see. It's literally in the air you breathe.
And ultimately, this is what you take home.
It's not just a memory card full of photos or a checklist of animals, it's a profound shift in your perspective. It's the humbling, awe-inspiring feeling of just being one small, temporary part of a massive, ancient, and perfectly balanced world. And that feeling, that is better than any documentary.